Good morning. Welcome, everyone, to the Scale Compute track. We're here in the best room, so, glad you found your way. Very short introduction from me before we get to the actual speakers. Well, I'm George. I think I know most, if not all of you, so not what to do there. We have a fantastic panel for today, both in terms of speakers and other people participating in the discussion and a lot of the organizations that are involved. So let's see if I don't forget anyone, but we have CryptoNet, LilyPad, Fusion, Fission, I am forgetting someone, Glyph, Protocol Labs, Consensus Web, FEM. Who am I missing? Fluent. Is it? All right, fantastic. Anyhow, Tableland. Actually, I'm missing Tableland. But yeah, so I'm really thankful that you all accepted the invite to be here and that we'll get to have a fantastic program today. So the program did suffer some updates since yesterday. They were both positive. So we do have a new talk, actually our first talk this morning on IPVM. Thank you, Brooklyn. And then we'll continue with the rest of the program with minor adjustments. We'll still wrap up by lunchtime. And then, so the focus for the morning will be mostly on the compute side. On the afternoon, it's a little more mixed, but so we will start with the talk on IPC. Then we have the builders panel with 3 short talks and a longer discussion roundtable break, and then a talk on Genesis Arc by Glyph. Juan is also, that was the other change. Juan is coming to give a talk on Filecoin regions. And then we have a workshop, a 1-hour workshop on scaling Filecoin with IPC before, well, the closing will be 30 seconds because that is happy hour time and we don't want to miss that. So, rules of engagement, very simple. We want to keep a lot of time for discussion. So, I think I told this to all of the speakers, but aim to keep around 50% of your slot for discussion. Because of the recordings and the fact that they have to record the questions, it is much easier to keep the questions at the end of the slot rather than asking them throughout. But if you really have a pressing question that you want to ask the speaker, provided that the speaker is fine with answering, you can do it. But generally speaking, we will try to use microphones and take questions at the end of each block. The exception is the Builders Roundtable, because as I mentioned, there are 3 short talks and then a roundtable that involves other people beyond those participants. So we will use Mentimeter, which I've never used before, to collect questions throughout the entire session. And then we will, Mikhail will be running the roundtable. And so we will be bringing up the topics for discussion with the panel. Yeah, that's it. Our breaks are aligned with food. There's not much more to say. Are there any questions before we start? We will show them at the beginning of the roundtable and at the beginning of each of the talks in that block, so people have another chance to capture it. But yeah, since it's only going to be used in the afternoon, there's no point in putting it here now. And yeah, anything else? Thank you, by the way. Okay, so looks like we're done. We're exactly on time. And so, Brooklyn, the floor is yours.